Hello, friends. It's good to see everyone again. And we've kind of been offline for a while, and we wanted to connect again. And today I want to say that I have my friend Yuleisy Cardoso with us, and we are going to learn how you can experience stress in a kinder, more compassionate way. And Yuleisy, she's going to share with us an upcoming course that she's going to be teaching, and also a little bit more about mindfulness coaching that she can do one-on-one. And super excited to share about this. I've shared a blog article, an email, and we've really been pushing. It's such a great opportunity for people to really dive in and kind of deal with stress in a kinder, more compassionate way. In the days we're living in, I think a lot of people need this. So I'm really excited for Yuleisy to share what she does, and I'll let her jump right in.
Okay, well, hello everyone, and hi Melissa. Thank you again for this wonderful opportunity. Um, yeah, so I just want to talk about the course and the course that's coming up, which is this Saturday. It is a stress reduction course where I teach the tool of mindfulness, and this tool rewires the brain, as I've mentioned before. After a few weeks of sitting with the practice and with the tool, your brain is slowly rewiring itself, which results in a change in how you see and perceive your outside world, which means that how you perceive your stressors are also going to change. And so you'll be a lot more patient, kinder, more compassionate with yourself. So that's the course. The course is 6 weeks. It starts at 10 a.m. It runs to 11 a.m. And each class consists of a mindfulness exercise that we do. We sit with the exercise for about 20 minutes. And then I teach you a little bit about the science of our thoughts and how thoughts create our reality. I teach you a little bit about the science of stress and how it harms our body. I teach you about personality, how emotions create our personality. So each class has a little bit of science to it, but it's very basic science. It's very easy to understand. So I don't want to scare anybody with that. And let's see. And then we have, for those that cannot participate in the course because your schedule simply doesn't allow, I do offer mindfulness coaching sessions where you can still learn the tool, and we can see how we can incorporate the tool into your day so that you are benefiting from the practice. And you can go onto my website, www.ulaisycardoso.com, to check out the prices. I offer a 1 hour package, a 3 hour package, and a 6 hour package for mindfulness coaching. Mm-hmm.
And then how often are they, if they do the one-on-one coaching, is it usually once a week? Is it usually twice a week? I know you said the packages, but how often are you usually meeting?
So that's really up to the client, although how I would suggest that they would, that they keep it consistent. So if they choose the 3, hour package, then we should probably meet once a week for an hour, to discuss a new mindfulness tool, how you've incorporated the tool into your week, and how else we can incorporate the tool. And then again, likewise, and with the 6 hour package, the same thing. That's my suggestion.
And then for the online course that starts this weekend, let's say they go and they register on your website. What's the next steps that happen? Do they get an email with the confirmation, and then is it a link that they access?
That's a very good question, and I get this asked often. Okay, so you go onto the website and you register. And then once you're registered, and you decide that you want to take the course, then you can either send a payment through Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, using my number. Using my number. And then once you send that payment, a day before the class starts, I send you a link, a Zoom link for that meeting, for that day, for that course.
Okay.
And then you would get a link to a course the day before each Saturday. before the new course.
And then within the course, how long is each course session?
Each session is 60 minutes, so from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Okay. And then once, so like they join, and then is it interactive, or do they mostly like listen to what you have to share because you're teaching? Is that type of thing?
It's as interactive as I'd like it to be. I am there live. I teach the course live, so it's like you're in a classroom. It's just virtual, so it's online, but it's as interactive as they'd like it to be. They can participate with their camera on, or they can participate with their camera off.
Okay.
It's up to the student. It doesn't matter. But
So for
it's
a Saturday morning, and they don't want to put makeup or do their hair, they can just join and just turn their camera off and still learn and participate.
Exactly. It's up to
That's
them.
perfect for some people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is there anything
Oh, sorry, you're breaking up. I can't hear you.
more
There we go.
do we
Okay.
freeze for a second?
I
Can you hear me?
now.
Did you hear my question? I think we froze up right when I asked. I said, could you explain a little bit more about the mindful journey and how you came up with your business and what that sort of means to you?
Yes, absolutely. So I came up with the name Mindful Journey because life is a journey. And, we can either walk this journey asleep or we can walk this journey awake, mindful. And when we're mindful, when we're living in the present moment, we're walking this journey awake. So I chose the name Mindful Journey for that reason. And how I got started was the question. I got started 2 years ago. A lot of my research when I was studying to become a marriage and family therapist was on mindfulness. And I did a lot of research on mindfulness. I use this tool a lot with my clients, those that were open to it, of course. And so I have a lot of experience with this, and I wanted to bring this tool to the community. I wasn't working as a therapist for a while, up until a few weeks ago, but I wasn't for a while, and I wanted to bring it to the community. And I thought, I'd create this business where I teach others about this incredible stress reduction tool that science shows works. It works. And it works not just for stress reduction, it also works to reduce symptoms of anxiety and symptoms of depression that most people don't know surface when you're struggling with chronic stress.
Right.
When you are struggling with chronic stress, you can experience symptoms of depression and anxiety. And so this tool helps you decrease those symptoms. And as well, if you're a person that just struggles with major depression, this tool also helps you keep your episodes of depression in remission. So it keeps them from surfacing again, those episodes of depression.
So
Yeah.
when you talk about the tool, just to clarify, this is like things that once people take your course, they learn and they can continue to do on their own. It's not like a physical tool. This is something you teach them to be able to do for themselves, and they can continue to do that, correct?
Yep, absolutely. This is a tool that they have in their coping tool belt for the rest of their lives. And, when when they are feeling overwhelmed or starting to get to that point, they can always surface this tool. And if they use this tool daily, they can avoid getting to a point where they're overwhelmed.
Right.
The beauty of this tool is that if you sit with this tool 20 minutes a day, daily, yes, you can absolutely avoid becoming overwhelmed because it's rewiring your brain. Again, it's rewiring your brain so that you can see your stressors differently.
Right. I like that. That's awesome. And then also, I did want to mention that our monthly business networking meetings. I think it's the November one that you're going to do um, an exercise, right? So if anybody is interested in just getting a little taste and experiment with, what it is you have to offer, I definitely encourage them. It's in November. Let's see, what's the date on that? That networking event will be the 24th, November 24th, 10 a.m. at Luna Cafe. It's off of 16 in St. Augustine. And Ulysses going to be there demonstrating and doing a little mindful exercise.
Yes, so what I'll be doing is I'll be presenting on and thank you so much for mentioning that. I'll be presenting, thank you, on an informal mindfulness exercise. And an informal exercise is an exercise that you can do anywhere, right? You can do that anywhere, and it's bringing your five senses into that moment, And so if your mind is preoccupied with that moment and what you're tasting, smelling, seeing, feeling, in that moment, the mind isn't preoccupied with things of the past, things of the future that keep us either anxious or sad.
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. And we did have someone comment, Candace. She says, "This is great stuff. This is perfect time for us to learn how to be more mindful in our daily lives." And I think she's right on with that comment. And it's so true with everything going on in the whole year of 2020. We won't pinpoint any specifics, but 2020 in general, I think most people can agree has been just different. And when things are this different, the mindfulness and stress reduction is definitely something we should be seeking out to help us deal with a lot of the stresses and pressures.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Candace, for your comments. I agree, especially in a time like this. This is such an important tool to have in your coping belts. And not only does it keep your mind healthy, but when the mind is healthy, the body is healthy too. The body is healthy too. And so we have a stronger immune system, so we can stay healthy. So when there are things like, viruses, our body has a better chance of staying healthier because we have a healthy mind. Mind and body are, mental health and physical health are so connected, very connected.
I agree with you. And if anybody is looking or listening or watching this later, in the comments, there is a little bit more of a description, and then there is a link to go to the website and register for the course or the one-on-one coaching, or even contact Yuleisy in case you just have some questions or ideas about anything else. I think also you even go places and teach. So if this is, you're someone that has a community or you want a class taught, I feel like I've heard you mention you're open to that too.
Yeah, absolutely. The last student that I had in my course, she's a clinical worker, a social worker, and she spoke to her director about bringing the course to their clinicians. They have about 80 clinicians.
Wow.
So we're still working that out. But yes, absolutely. If this is a stress reduction course that you want to bring to your place of business, for your employees, to help them be more productive. Absolutely. Yes, please reach out. I have packages as well.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And that makes me think also we need to promote that a little bit more too. But is there anything maybe that I haven't touched on that you want to share with everyone?
I can't think of anything. No, I can't think of anything. We talked about the course. We talked about the coaching. Yeah, I think we covered everything we said we wanted to cover.
Okay, that's great. Well, everybody, we appreciate you tuning in. We will be posting this also on YouTube and our podcast, which is exciting. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to still comment on the Facebook post because we will see it after. And we appreciate everybody supporting all of our local businesses. And thank you so much. We will talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.